up on the deck. This has been physical. In and out for Reggie Rennick. And Lazar Hayward called for the carry. He was just trying to avoid his own teammate, get the ball around his teammate, but Gary Prager says he got his hand under the ball, and that's a carry.
Violation, it will be Villanova ball.
I've seen this call made a lot of times, and you've seen it ignored. And in that situation, it would have been better off ignored simply because, again, his teammate, had he put it on the floor, he'd have hit it off his teammate. You see guys out here getting advantage and turning the ball over, hands getting underneath the ball, right out in front. Right there, Shane Clark just did it. And if you're going to call it, call it on a consistent basis.
Redding baseline, loses it. And then Hayward throws it away. Just like the first game today, sloppy. Poor shooting, lots of turnovers. Poor shooting except for Corey Stokes. 44% from beyond the arc on the season. Villanova's on an 8-0 run. Up by 10. Timeout, Marquette. Right now, Villanova is hot from beyond the arc. They've made 4 threes already, including this dead-on 3 from Corey Stokes.
Well, again, it's been the turnovers that have hurt Marquette. And you speak about it, that's exactly where you miss Dominique James. Dominique James with a better than 2-to-1 assist-turnover ratio. Almost 3-to-1. So he wasn't prone to turn the ball over and provided some leadership in the half court. Particularly when the offense breaks down and shot clock's running down, that's when you want your point guard to create for himself or others. And without a natural point guard out there, difficulty of Marquette running their offense.
Matthews with a floater. And Marquette now 2 for 16 from the field. Almost all of their offense has come from the free throw line today with their 10 of 11. Ball movement by the Wildcats. Good position inside. Antonio Pena with the finish.
That was Antonio Pena.
And the lead is 12. A 10-0 run right now for Villanova.
And Maurice Acker, the natural point guard who's replaced Dominique James with foul trouble, so he's not an option right now with 2 fouls.
Field with the crossover, trying to shake Reynolds, who stays with him. Good help there by Fisher. McNeil unable to get on track so far today.
Villanova doing a nice job on the spins. You know, they're taking the position. And as soon as Jerome McNeil spins, there's a white shirt in his face. That was a carry right there.
Right, yeah. And Reynolds will draw the foul and head to the free throw line. Timeout on the floor. Villanova up a dozen on the Golden Eagles here in our second quarter final.
And that's what I mean by the breakdown of the offense. You got to have a floor leader out there, somebody who's going to be able to distribute and create for other folks. Jerome McNeil, a terrific substitute, but you know his mentality is score.
2 for Reynolds and a foul on Pena of the Wildcats. Both teams are over the limit, so they're going to walk the floor and shoot again. First personal, 8th team. Well, for whatever reason, in the 2 games today, we have seen some poor shooting, an excessive number of turnovers, some sloppy play.
And as I mentioned before, it's a combination of one team having played yesterday and kind of maybe in a fog, maybe try to get the soreness out on game 2, and the other team having that 2-day bye. It's just a question of rust.
These are 2 teams solidly in the NCAA tournament. Marquette having lost 4 out of 5 since the injury to James. Their stock obviously has slipped in the last few weeks, and their seeding will probably reflect that unless they go on a big run here in New York.
Well, if you're wondering what to play for, obviously Marquette trying to gain some momentum instead of limping into the NCAA tournament. You know, that win against St. John stopped a 4-game losing streak. And if you're Villanova, we haven't won the Big East Championship since 1995, and you got a team that's capable of doing it.
Kind of the sleeper contender that nobody's talking about here. McNeil spins again. This time draws the foul, and he hits the deck hard.
And do you get the feeling that Villanova is going to spend their fouls, keeping Marquette from getting layups?
First on Reynolds, team's 9th. talked about Villanova and their history here with the Big East Championship. With the one